YouTube, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody is doing good. I wanted to talk about last week's video and talk about the follow up, the aftermath of kind of what happened. After I talked to the hiker, and I went further along and tried to catch the creature on the ridge. Y'all know I saw it cross to the left, and after that, I went further down and I saw another one, but I didn't have my camera out. So I went down further, and then went home. And sort of while I was driving home, and Bill called me and he told me, he said, "Hey, they just shut the forest down in that section of Alabama that you were in." And I was like, "Really?" And come to find out, they shut that trail down, the whole trail system, the Pinhoti Trail system, down for like 24 hours. And it was the first time ever. Hey, Stroke, how you doing? It was the first time ever that I've ever seen a trail shut down that quick after a sighting. So, but I just want to do a Q&A with you guys. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Hey, Stoke, Sasquatch, Mike G, how you doing? But it was an amazing video. It's always these videos that you don't expect when you get something really good. It's pretty cool though. Hey Ramona, hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Hey everybody. Hope everybody is doing good. Hey Anna B, how you doing? But I wanted to take some questions tonight about the video. It was pretty spectacular. I really wished I could have caught something, and there's several people that have seen some stuff that I couldn't quite make out. So, I don't know. We'll just keep hunting. Hey to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. The next couple of weeks, we got a lot of cool things happening. It's going to be the start of officially, hey Tammy, probably season 3. As we're going to start that officially next week. Pardon me. Last night on an operation, John got hurt. Eliza, thank you for watching. John got hurt, and we had to get one of our stop shooting one of our videos because he twisted an ankle. For everybody that don't really realize, we go in some pretty rough terrain a lot of times, and the first time that's ever happened. But I talked to him this morning, and he's doing a lot better. So it's the first time we've ever really had a problem on a hunt. But the terrain that we go in is so rough for Alabama, and so it takes a lot out of us. All 3 of us, me, John, and Bill. It takes an awful lot out of us, and we do this, guys, for you guys. Jason, the booger, I guess you mean Bigfoot, was a kind of a cinnamon looking color, kind of a cinnamon auburn color that I saw last week. Big. It was really the biggest one I've ever saw. And the funny thing about it is it was so quiet. A lot of people talk about, well, why didn't you see it coming down the hill? Well, if a predator that big is loud, it's not going to be a predator for long. These things are very stealthy. I had a lot of people, a lot of assholes, talk about, well, you didn't hear it coming. Of course you're not going to hear it coming. When you're an apex predator in the woods, you're not going to see these things coming. I mean, I don't care who you are. Nobody will. So yes, it was a cinnamon auburn color, but John is feeling a lot better. I think it was more of a high ankle sprain. So he'll be a lot better. I talked to him this morning. He's doing a lot better. What was the official reason for shutting down the area? They said it was to check for deadfall and to see if trees had fell down. Now, we had that storm a couple of days before, but usually after a storm, they issue the advisory, hey, we're going to shut down the trails, and to give people a heads up. And I talked to the hiker that saw the creature a couple of days ago, and he said that there was no trees down in that area that he was in. He was pretty sure. Thank you, Lori. That's part of it, is we love to share the adventures that we go on. There is some risk involved. You know, my truck, I've busted the window in my front of my truck. I've dinged up the side of my truck. I've broken axle. I've done a lot of crazy things to my truck going to these different trails. But this next season is coming up. Season 3 is going to be a good season. It's going to be, we've already got some really good footage that is pretty amazing. There's a Forest Service road that we hunt quite a bit that's fixing to open up, and it's so active. So we're very excited about that. Can I ask if you ever heard any flute type noises while hunting? I haven't heard any flute type noises, but I've had friends that Bigfoot hunt that play flutes, and they've got some very good interactions when people play flutes. You know, if these things are a couple of 100 years old, maybe they heard it from the Indians. I don't know. You know, it's just something. It's an odd question, but I have heard of that. I've never heard a flute, but if I do, it kind of be free. I couldn't see that. It's strange that we have never seen Bigfoot in any of your videos. Well, Spookingtons, if you look, and there's 5 videos that I do have Bigfoot in my videos. But if I had Bigfoot in every one of my videos, then you would need to question it. That's a dumbass statement there, buddy. If I had Bigfoot every week, then you would say, oh, he's hoaxing. So no, I don't have Bigfoot every week in my videos, but I hunt him. And that's the journey that you're on, the hunt. So, you know, Spooky, whatever your name is, stupid question. You know, well, maybe you need to look, you know. Do I ever see orbs or UFOs in your hunts? Yes, we've seen UFOs. I don't really believe in orbs. I do believe orbs are dust. We've seen UFO once in some of our videos. So, they know when cameras are around. I think you'd see more without a camera than we wouldn't think you'd be more without. Well, I don't necessarily know if they know cameras are around. If a person is getting Bigfoot every week, then that person's faking. You know, there's no way. I've got it on camera 4 or 5 times, and the videos are on there. You just have to invest the time to look. And a lot of times I go out and I investigate as part of investigations. Did you get to see how long Bigfoot's arms were? Were they like gorilla long? No, they were even to the sides, just like a normal human beings. Do I think there's a connection with Bigfoot and UFOs? I do think there's a connection. I just don't know what it is. You know, who knows? You know, I say there is a connection. Do I know that there's a connection? No, I really don't. You know, I mean, I don't want to assume nothing, but at Sweetwater Lake, where we go, a lot of times, at Sweetwater Lake, they throw rocks at you. And a lot of times we've been there, we've seen weird stuff in the sky. Now, we have seen one UFO. We all 5 seen that one when we were hunting that night. And so, but I don't know the correlation. I'll just be honest with you, I don't know. I think there is a correlation. I just don't know the correlation. You know. Do they get near your house? They do not get near my house that I'm aware of, but I don't really know. I live in an urban area, but that don't mean they're in urban. You know, they could be in urban areas. I do believe they are. You know, one thing about the Bigfoot community, no earth travel, there was no smell. One thing about the Bigfoot community, that there's a lot of experts out there, and I'm not an expert. I'll never be an expert. I don't think anybody can really be an expert on it. It's something we don't really know a lot about. Have your wife and kids seen Bigfoot? Yes, they have. Spoken to in one of his early videos, there was, well, I couldn't see that one. One of his early videos, there is one behind a tree and walks away trying to keep the tree between him. I can't see that one. Some of these are going up pretty fast. But anytime, any person that says that they're a expert, they're not. I don't care what they say. I mean, I don't think anybody can be an expert in this. It probably is, Matthew. You know, a lot of these legends, I do believe, tie in together, you know. What video are you talking about, Regina? I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, the next season's coming up. It's going to be very good. And hold on a second. Did Bigfoot turn to see you, or did he just cross the road? He crossed the road, Ramona. Did you scream or knock on wood to see if they will respond? We did some of that in our early videos. We don't do it very much unless it's just very quiet. We'll do it a lot of times just to see what happens, you know. So sometimes we do. Sometimes we just do odd stuff just to see if we can get a reaction, especially if we know if they're in the area. Do John or Beatles have channels where they upload their footage? Would you consider them on a Q&A? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that pretty easy. We have to get together and we can. That's nothing to. That's nothing to do. Spookingtons, are you a janitor? I guess I'm a janitor as much as your mom is a janitor, Spookingtons. You know, I don't know what that means. So, but one thing too that really is aggravating, I think, about a lot of people's comments is that they want to accuse you of not getting Bigfoot in every video. And if that's the case, I'm guilty as charged. I don't get it in every video. I don't think anybody could get it in every video. If they are, they're faking it. So, guilty as charged. Sometimes I don't get it in every video, but I sure try. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know who Spookington is though. I see his IP address, and I'm gonna call him up after this. So I know who that is. I bet. You know, Tammy, there may be a better chance to see. There may be with the leaves. Who knows? You know. But let me see what this next video. Thank you very much. I try really hard to do this. Yeah, I think so too, Matthew. You know, I do this YouTube channel for myself and for my kids for whenever I pass away one day. I do it for that reason, and I give a chance to show the forest and try to catch this creature. And that's why I do it. I do it for hunting the creature, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of hunting this creature and looking for this creature. So that's pretty much why I do it. I don't do it for anybody else. You know, I've got 2 notebooks full of notes that I put all my notes in. And one day I hope my kids do this. You know, they may not, but somebody will get them notes. Have you ever thought of having 2 cameras, one holding and the other one pointing strategically in other areas to cover a larger area? I haven't, because I have my hands full of gear. I have a camera in one hand, a thermal in another, and a backpack full of stuff on the other. So I don't have enough hands to do that. I would do that if I had other hands, but I don't have a lot of hands. Thank you, Andy B. We hoaxing. We don't have a time to hoax. We're out there so much. I'm out there 5-6 days a week. I don't have time for that. I'm looking for the creature. Honest to God, looking for the creature. Do you think there's a biblical connection with these creatures? I don't know. I really don't know. Have you tried gifting with the Bigfoot? I do not try gifting. That's all right, Spookington. I know who you are. I'm coming for you. Just get ready. Have I ever tried gifting with the Bigfoots? No, I do not. I don't believe in gifting because I don't believe you can control the variables. I believe that when you gift something, it's hard to control the variables. In the scientific experiment, you have certain variables. If I leave food for Bigfoot, how do I know Bigfoot gets it without putting a camera on it? You don't. It may not be Bigfoot. You leave food out in the forest, there's many others besides Bigfoot that can get it. So I necessarily don't believe in Bigfoot. Or not Bigfoot, gifting, sorry. Do you follow any other Bigfooters? Not really, because I don't have time. I'm out shooting constantly, and I shoot constantly. I don't follow a lot of Bigfooters because there's a lot of bullshit out there, and I try to be very practical with this. I try to tell it straight. It gets me in trouble a lot of times, and I just try to straight shoot. I don't have time. I'm out in the woods all the time filming. When y'all see some film that comes across on Saturdays, y'all are seeing basically 20 minutes of whatever I've shot that week, which is maybe about 30 or 40 hours. Have you considered fixing a whiteboard or pen to a tree and see if anything writes? Once again, if something wrote, would you know it was a Bigfoot unless you put a camera on it? I don't think that's anything you could really do. Well, Nana, I have considered a GoPro. That's a great idea. If somebody wants to send me one, I'll do it. But I'm not going to buy one just because of that. I don't necessarily think that works. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Are you allowed to put a trail camp where you are? Yes, we can put trail cams. I just don't have any to put out. Well, if you want me to put a GoPro on my camera, send me one. If you want me to put one on my head, send me one. One thing about these things is I have so much footage that I go through now. It's nothing to do, but if you want me to do it, send me one. I'll be glad to do it. Will you have night investigations in your night outing? We have night investigations almost every weekend. A lot of times I spend the weekends with the guys doing night investigations, and during the week I do the day investigations myself. So we do a lot of night investigations. We did one last night when John got hurt. Yeah, GoPros are expensive. There's a lot of knockoffs that's really pretty good, but I've had a lot of people tell me to do that, and it could work. I'm sure it could work. I'm pretty sure anything could work. Like I said, if you want me to do it, send it to me, and I'll be glad to do it. I'll already go over and do a lot of footage, and it's not a bad idea at all. Well, Nana, if you think I should do it, you send me one. I think that's the best way to handle this. I have 5 different cameras. If you would like me to do it, I'll do it and try it. I'll be glad to. I don't have a chest strap for one. But the new season's coming up. Well, tell him to, if he wants to send me one, send me 2. Yeah, Nana, that'll be perfect. If Dennis wants to send me one, send a link to my email, jonathanodom1973@gmail.com. And Nana, if you crochet me one, I'll wear it. I promise you, I'll wear it. Which is the most favorite or most memorable? I don't know. I did a lot of good videos. I did a whole lot of good videos. I don't know which one would really be my favorite. I think they're all my favorite because of I don't know what my favorite one is. That's odd. I mean, I've shot 140 videos. Probably The Charge. The Charge is probably my favorite one because there's several things in that film that was very odd. There's black shadows. There's the eyes that were hanging up. There was the Bigfoot on the left that I shot over its left shoulder. Probably The Charge. That's my favorite. Can you recognize each one of them? Miss Estevez, I don't understand that question. What kind of thermal? I use ATN 392 Thor HD. That's the kind of thermal that I use now. Lori Lane, I haven't bought a FLIR thing. I don't use FLIR because ATN's customer service is so much better. FLIR cameras that I've had, I never can get anybody to help me with the camera. So the FLIRs that I had, I sold them because I could never get anybody to help me with them. ATN has been wonderful customer service. They really helped me a lot, and that's the one I've got now, which shoots unbelievable. Shoots in HD, so I really like it. So, alrighty, 10 more minutes and I'm going to shut this thing down. A mountain lion on FLIR, that's pretty awesome. You're sneaky if you got a mountain lion. You're good. That's pretty awesome right there. I've seen owls. I've seen little wood rats. I've seen foxes. It's amazing what you see with the FLIR, with the thermal. It's really cool. So next week is a very unusual episode. We are going. I went to a. There was an old lady next week. Hey, Lim, thank you very much. There was an old lady that contacted me last week, and she was at a graveyard in the woods, and she had an aggressive young Bigfoot that threw some rocks at her and really scared her. So next week's episode, I am going to, you're going to see that footage, which is pretty amazing because I think it was very close then, too. Will you be hailing the animals in the forest and you new season investigations like the hailing you and your brothers did when the house came up for the same time? We may be. This new area, they respond to them pretty much, so we may be doing that. Do you feel threatened by Bigfoot when you hunt and when you have felt them around? No, I haven't. I haven't never felt threatened yet. I've been uneasy several times. There's some things in the woods besides Bigfoot, but I've never really felt threatened. You know, have you ever viewed The Beast of Law? I haven't. I need to watch that. It seems like it's going to be a very good movie. Have you downloaded any videos that you got on your camera or on your truck? No, Tammy. The ones on my truck that I shoot behind, I haven't got caught with anything. I was sure I was gonna catch some stuff. I've got a camera facing off my my bumper that I take when I'm in the forest, and I haven't got anything on there yet. But maybe one day. But next week is a really cool video where I had an old lady that went to a graveyard that got harassed by a Sasquatch. So I went and investigated that, and I think I got some stuff. There's some odd things happening in it, but odd things happen all the time. No, I really was not. I didn't think that was more of an aggressive thing. I think it was just more of a trying me thing. I was not scared. If you knew my background, you would know why I was not scared. I'm just not scared very much, you know. Hey, Yak Bay, how are you doing today? Have you seen any strange lights in the forest? Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. Thank you much, Miss Shamel. Thank you very much. Have I seen any strange lights in the forest? Yes, I have seen a lot of strange lights in the woods. No, I haven't run into any hunters out there, Annie. I try not to because they'll shoot you out here. They're crazy. A lot of times with strange lights in the forest, it's one thing you've got to realize as an investigator. There's a lot of fluorescent plants and fungus out there that will glow in the dark. Last night we saw one. It was just glowing in the dark, and it was a fungus. It had just rained. So a lot of the glowing lights in the forest, yes, they could probably be paranormal, but they also can be some type of plant matter and decay, and there is such thing called foxfire too that happens quite a bit. Oh, other Bigfoot hunters? No, I haven't run into any other Bigfoot hunters. Was it a Bigfoot or Dogman that you crossed the other day? It was definitely a Bigfoot. Thank you, really good, son of Scotland. I think it was a Bigfoot. I'm pretty sure it was a Bigfoot. Dogman has a whole different feel to it. Orb? No, I don't really believe in orbs because I believe it's more camera dust than anything. You know, I think it's dust. Well, your experience at the corner of your eye similar to an incident I had back in '98. Thought it was where it kept. It's very possible, Nicholas. You know, one thing about these creatures is they're very, very quiet. And that's what people don't realize. They're not loud unless they want to be loud. The Dogman, the reason I know it was a Dogman is because the atmosphere was completely different. The Dogman that I saw, it was just, the atmosphere was totally different. It was just, it's a complete different feel than a Bigfoot. It's more evil. You know, that's what I feel, because it just feels just pure Dio evil. I'm a big fan of the movie Pumpkinhead. Love that movie. I think that is an awesome Bigfoot, not a Bigfoot movie, an awesome horror movie. A Dog Man would be something like that, I think. Any baby Bigfoot? No, I haven't seen any baby Bigfoot. I don't think anybody in the world has seen a baby Bigfoot, but that's just my opinion, you know. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I'm fixing to, at 30 minutes, I'm going to shut this thing off. Do you carry a transporter or satellite phone? Brown Durf? Yes, I do carry a satellite phone. And I carry it, keep it with me religiously. I let my wife know every hour where I am. I let Bill and them know when I'm going by myself, where I'm going, what time to be back. If I'm not back by a certain time, they come looking for me. You know, it's just like last night's operation where John got hurt. You just never know what you're going to encounter. Thank you. I will keep them coming. Anytime. Thank you for watching. And I wanted to thank everybody for watching the channel. I don't bullshit you. I'm not going to bullshit you. There's a lot of Bigfoot bullshit out there. And I just, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Clint. There's just a lot of bullshit out there. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to do it. There's a lot of Bigfoot bullshit that's out there right now. And I think it's bullshit. And I'm sorry. I do not use a parabolic mic. I have one, but I do not use it. Thank you, Dennis. John and Bill are a huge asset to the team. Yesterday was kind of scary when John hurt his leg, because it's the first time we've had that happen. I'm glad it's happened, because now it's away from us. We can start over not having it. But yes, they're good guys. They thank you a lot. They think the world of everybody. Love everybody. Think the world of everybody. I'm not going to ever bullshit you if something's not Bigfoot. I'm going to tell you. I have no reason to lie. I'm doing this for my research and for my kids. It's the only reason I'm doing it. You know, so I'm not going to bullshit you. And I'm not going to, if there's a tree that's been pushed over, I'm not going to tell you it's Bigfoot, because I didn't see Bigfoot do it. I think the biggest problem in the community now is all the tree structures that's being taken pictures of, and, well, Bigfoot did it. Did you see Bigfoot did it? I want clear proof of Bigfoot. I want to see him pushing over a tree before I believe a tree is bent down, you know. Alrighty, any more questions before I get off of here? I think I'm going to go to Baskin Robbins and have me some ice cream. I love ice cream. Love, 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 love ice cream. So I'm going to go get me some ice cream. Any more questions? Next week, tune in for next week. It's going to be an awesome episode. Once that old lady was, yeah, thank goodness, Nana, the world's not ending. Bye from... I'll try that. And Nana, also, if you crochet that, it's getting cold here. If you crochet something like that, you send it to me and I'll put it on and I'll wear it proudly. Make sure it has a Bigfoot or something on it, you know. But next week's episode is a lady was harassed in a graveyard in the woods by a young Bigfoot. I'm pretty sure it was a young one. And so you're going to see that next Saturday. Yeah, a scarf. If you do a scarf, Nana, I promise you I'll wear it. I'll wear it proudly. So, any last questions before I shut it down? What do you think of the tree structures Colorado Bigfoot has on video? I will say this, Mike Smith. Everything that happens in the forest is not Bigfoot. It's wind. It's rain. Trees have funguses that hit them all the time that bends them over. And Mike Smith... I've never watched his videos, but there's a lot of bullshit out there. And it's bullshit. Unless you see the Bigfoot out there pushing the tree down, I don't believe it. Now, if I see him out there pushing it down and making X's and stuff, I'll believe it. But until I see it, I'm not going to believe it. I'm not. I want to see these things more than I already have. I want them to see doing tree structures. Then I'll believe it. So... Alrighty, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank everybody that watches. Thank everybody that subbed. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. I try not to bullshit you. I'm a straight shooter. And that's all I can give you, is just be honest with you. Y'all have a wonderful night. Yes, Nana, I'm going to I have Rocky Road. That's my ice cream that I'm going to have tonight. So y'all have a wonderful night. Talk to everybody. And tune in next week, 6 o'clock. It's a good episode. Bye, guys.